Yo, 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 what's up, guys? This is the most optimistic Knicks fan, and I got JC chopping up with Jay Chozen. Ron, man, Jay Chozen here with me. Yo, salute, salute, salute. Yo, we're take a deep dive into what happened this game. The streak finally comes to an end. The once in a lifetime fairy tale streak that we're all talking about for such a long time finally comes to an end, man. And it was at the hands of who else? The refs. The refs, we've been talking about them all playoffs, and they finally steal one. The refs finally get a game. Can you believe it, Jay?
Can I believe it? I can believe it. Can I believe that we lost due to it? Um, Look, no matter what, after that first game, and they laid that line down at 5 and 5.5, 4.5 in the beginning, and we did them by double digits. I just knew from that point on that Tony, not my brothers,
Tony, not my
and
brothers.
everybody else was going to stick their nose where it didn't belong. And I mean, we're talking about some serious, embarrassing, and it's embarrassing when people who genuinely hate us, the Richard Jeffersons, the other
Oh,
people,
I can't stand
are
him, man.
actually, and as much as I can't stand them, can I tell you something?
Oh, I
They
can't
were,
stand him.
they were on air saying that wasn't a foul. No, Brunson
Yeah,
didn't
I
step
heard that
out.
too.
Wait, what do you mean that he set the wrong pick? That's not a flagrant. So even they said it.
Yeah, man.
And if they said it and we see it, like, of course, people are going to watch this thing and be like, oh, look at the bitter Knicks fan and they're mad. No, this was one cheating to get it within the line purpose of gambling.
That's what I
And
felt too. Yeah.
without a doubt, there is no doubt. That's why I went up to 9.5 today. That way, just in case the refs couldn't get it under control and we took off on them, they said they could figure out a way to keep it under a double digit. Okay, but the flagrant call on Cat when he steps down and Wimbiama steps on him
Yep.
and they give Cat a flagrant. Cat's not even looking at him.
Yep. And
He's
that wasn't
facing
even
forward.
that wasn't the most egregious case, but keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've had, so here it is. I've had a 64-year-old, a 33-year-old, a, 25-year-old. I had a 16-year-old, my own daughter. I had about 30 other people text me and call me and say, yo, is this a serious game? Is this for real? Is this really happening?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, Jay. I'm like, what is going on? Listen, man, for me the most egregious play all night, it had to be when there was like a tie up with Cat and Wemby, and Wemby hit the ball out of bounds, and it was going to be our ball, right?
Yep.
And then the coach challenged, and I'm thinking, all right, when you do a challenge, you're challenging the fact, who did the ball go out off of, right? And that's what I thought. And
Yep.
then they come back after commercial and they say, oh, there was a foul off the ball play where Cat got entangled with Wemby, and I couldn't believe that play, man.
I'm
That ruined all our momentum. That play right there. I think that was the dagger play from the refs in the game.
where I'm at. All the air is sucked out of the room.
Yeah.
Everybody got quiet, and I mean, props to OG Josh Cat. Obviously, Brunson. If people have heard me speak on this a few times, Brunson could take over a game. He shot that three from the top, that quick to put us within 2 or 3. He is Captain Clutch. There is no doubt about it. But there is something seriously wrong with him right now. How many times are you going to watch a man go into the back in the middle of the game, lay on the ground in the middle of the game, get clothesline, hold his ankles, hold his knees, hold his neck?
Yeah, he was getting beat up.
He's
Definitely getting beat up.
70% of who he is, and he's still trying to get our team somewhere.
Yeah. You know, with Brunson, I kind of wanted to see him really go off tonight. I'm not going to lie. I think he went 12 for 25. I mean, that's like an average Brunson game. He's going to get 25 shots. He's going to get a bulk of the shots regardless. But I really felt like tonight was a good game to really play off ball and make sure you got the other guys involved. Like there was a couple guys tonight that didn't score. Mikal Bridges only had 2 points. Mikal Bridges had a really big shot at the end of the game where he had a chance to hit a 3 and he missed it. That one hurt. I'm just gonna say that one definitely hurt because I wanted to see Mikal make that shot. And I think there was like 7 seconds left on the shot clock when he took it.
No, yeah.
And yeah, I wanted to see that one go in. I really did.
The thing is, though, when you take somebody out of a game, right? What I mean by is when the refs take you out of the game, and sure, he ended up with 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Okay, remember he had 3 phantom foul calls on him, which means he couldn't even play part of the second quarter and almost all of the third quarter.
Yep.
Still got 32 points. But if you want to add people in there, right? Cat in 38 minutes with the 11 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, 3 steals, 2 blocks, but 4 fouls. Bridges, 4 fouls. Shamit, 5 fouls. When's the last time you saw Shamit get 5 fouls?
Yeah.
To me, and Clarkson hit some big shots, but let me just say, to me, they were making everything possible for this series. See, New York's in the finals, and there's a lot of storylines to it. Right? There's a lot of storylines to it. New York versus the Spurs again. This is a rematch. This is, Wemby the unicorn versus what I believe the face of the league, Jalen Brunson, and they're doing everything they can to hype this up. So imagine what really was supposed to happen, which was a sweep, easy sweep. These guys are Wemby and backup dancers.
Yeah. They're getting that New York stimulus package, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Castle has a game, but he's a kid, right? Like, he's not ready yet. And he's not the type of kid like LeBron was. Listen, it took Jordan 7 years to become a champion. It took Kobe 3 years to become a starter. So we've been climbing the ladder, and Silver and Sal and Vinny in Vegas, and all the powers to be, which are Vegas, FanDuel. I could keep going. You know where I'm going. All these places, they can't have a sweep. That means basketball's over.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I can't
Yeah,
think any other reason why the refs would be killing us like this unless they want to get that stimulus package, man. And I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing having Trump in too. I don't know, man. I really feel like the amount of people that were going to be showing up to the Garden tonight, I feel like was definitely diminished because of it. And not even just the ticket prices or that Trump was going to be there. I don't know. I really felt like tonight wasn't like a real home game for us. I don't know. Like I've heard the Garden get a lot crazier and a lot louder. Just gonna throw that out there because
yeah, I don't have the same take. I'm gonna have to disagree fully on that. Trump's been at um they did a even who and she hates him. They used to be best friends, but now she hates him. I'm independent, right? So I really don't like talking politics. I don't go for the red or the blue. I'm not in a gang. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I don't do any of that stuff. But this man is in Madison Square Garden. There's pictures of him running the camera, of Ewing hugging him, lifting him off the ground. He's born in New York. He was raised in New York. He built the buildings in New York. He was at the Garden hundreds and hundreds of times. Then we have this other guy, Madami, who's been there on the regular basis, who promised free buses to people. So all that other stuff is nonsense because when the man came out, he got a standing ovation, and
yes, yeah, I saw that.
yeah, he got a standing ovation. So I don't think it had anything to do with him, his wife, and even Madami, who I think that most of the city is like, well, you didn't do what you said you were going to do, is like, who cares? They don't care about these guys. They care about Brunson for president.
Yeah,
So I don't feel like it was like that because even Whoopi Goldberg, she's on a show. I'm not going to promote it. Where she just badmouths everybody with a bunch of other women, and she said today that Madame and Trump are New Yorkers and they're Knicks fans, and there's no reason why they can't be there. Barack sat on front next to Spike Lee. You've had presidents across time, so the president has nothing to do with it. For the president, I'll give you an even better take. For the president to show up
it is. It is
to the
historic. I will.
town
Yeah,
that he grew up in, rooting for a team he grew up rooting for, that's a big deal. I don't care
yeah,
what your politics are. That's a big deal. So,
yeah. My
you
my
know,
take honestly is just I feel like having him there. It's like such a gravitational thing. And like as a fan, I don't want anything to get in between like what we're trying to do. Like no, but it's gonna happen. It's the finals. It's this is what we're dealing with. So at the end of the day, we got to deal with it. We got to learn how to adjust. It's up to the players. They gotta execute at the end of the day. So we had some really big missed opportunities in this game where we could have brought it back and we didn't. So I'm kind of
yeah,
disappointed in that aspect.
yeah,
I
yeah, but
guess.
like it wasn't. It's a. I'm gonna because I'm gonna fight this tooth and nail. It wasn't. It wasn't anybody in that arena except for the rest.
Yeah, the refs, man.
No, no, no. Because there's plenty of people that don't like Ben Stiller movies. I don't. I'm not big on them. Plenty of people who don't like a
He's got the
certain
one
amount of
good movie.
people.
What Night at the Museum. I love that one. That's a good one.
That one I love, but I have kids, so I love it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. And let's not forget the late great Robin Williams played a great Teddy Roosevelt. I thought it was a great movie. But there's some of the stuff where I see him and he's like, I thought his father was much funnier than him. I don't even, I don't know if you know who Ben Stiller's father is, but His
Oh
father
yeah.
is the father from King and Queens. Carrie's father from King and Queens. Who lived in the basement.
Well, yo, Jay, let's get real quick because I got these stats up real quick. I want to run through them. We got OG Anunoby with 28 points. That was a good game. Went 9 for 13. I really wish we could have used him a little bit more
He
towards
was
the end of the
cooking,
game.
man. I don't know why he slowed down, man.
Yeah, he was cooking. I really feel like he was getting past everybody. And then I think there was a couple threes that he might have missed when we needed him there at the end. That kind of
He
hurt us
missed
because he didn't
one,
make them.
big
Yeah.
one. Yep.
So, and then we had Josh Hart with 16 points. He had 9 rebounds. Big rebounding game again for us. Uh, -7 though on the plus minus. I mean, 35 minutes. I feel like Josh Hart had an okay game. I mean,
Well, the Josh Hart was OG when Brunson was getting phantom fouls. OG, Cat, and Hart stepped up majorly.
yeah,
Now
there was a
there was
lot of
a
phantom
three
fouls in this
point that
game.
Cat took at the end that I felt he should have took. He was indecisive, and he went to shoot it, and he stopped, dribbled, came back to the same spot and shot it and missed. If he doesn't, if he doesn't hesitate, I think he makes that shot. Then we're
Yeah,
talking about a tie game.
saw a lot of
Um,
hesitation tonight out of our players. A lot of like trying to make the extra pass, and sometimes that extra pass wasn't as good as the shot, like the look that you had at the basket. I noticed a lot of that. We had a lot of great looks at the basket, and we went ahead and we were just being unselfish.
yeah,
So, but next on the list here, we got Karl Anthony Towns, 38 minutes, 11 points, 4 for 10, +6. He had 8 rebounds. I mean, this Cat, I feel like had a bad game, I guess, in a sense, because like I feel like he could have been more aggressive to help us a little bit more. I didn't really see as many Cat drives that I wanted to see, because Cat likes to get into the lane and he likes to break down the defense, and that's one of our strong suits as a team. Is when Cat's doing that. So I would have liked to see a lot more Cat driving to the basket on this game.
but I think they took him out of the game. I think that Cat literally knew at that point um that no matter what he did, he wasn't going to get the ball. He wasn't going to get if he got the bucket. He was going to get
Never gets the call, man. And the other
yeah.
Nate and Wemby's always getting the call, no matter what. I
Well,
noticed.
they want the face of the league to be a 20-year-old, you know, kid. They don't want it to be a guy who's been 10 years in the league, 7-footer, maybe the best three-point shot 7-footer ever.
Oh,
You
and
know,
we got 2 players coming up that I really want to touch on. But let's start here with Jalen Brunson before we go to Mikal Bridges, because we already talked a little about Mikal already. Jalen Brunson here, he went 32 points out of 11 for 25, and he only had 5 assists. So I'm going to go real quick over here. I'm going to go to the stats, and I want everyone to see this. Tonight we
you
only
keep
had
talking.
8.
I'm having a rough time hearing them. Put something on.
Um,
Keep going.
we only had 18 assists tonight. The Knicks, right here. Uh, I thought that was really low for what we're trying to do. Like I saw a lot of like heroics trying to happen, like everyone getting that last shot and just trying to make a heroic shot out of it instead of like good ball movement. I felt like the ball movement tonight wasn't really what I wanted to see, and it's showing in the assist numbers. And I know sometimes the assist numbers don't really show how well the ball is moving sometimes, but tonight I feel like it was a good indicator because 18 assists really isn't doing it for me. 26 is like my magic number for a good game. 18 is really low.
Yeah,
So,
for
but
me, it's 27 to 30. That's the magic. At anything after 27, we were like 80% victories. 30, we were at 96% victories. So
Like, you got to give the
Right.
Spurs credit, Jay. Like, they were really finding Wembyana in the paint and feeding him so he could get the easy dump over layups
But
and
they
dunks.
they definitely, but they
Yeah.
also had help. Like, look, did they play well? They played very well. Um, but now the interviews afterwards. Oh, we knew we were going to do this. It's telling. We're confident about it. This, that, and the third. Look, we were up by 12 last game and took our foot off their neck,
Yeah.
and then had to rely on Captain Clutch to grab a turnover. To me, it's starting to look a lot NFL-ish to me. It's very, I don't know. It's very tough. It's tough because God forbid that they really, really put their fingerprints in on this, and they say, okay, look, San Antonio, crispy clean, Tony Dunk, you have Duncan, you have that whole era, Popovich, and they want to start a new one. We're in trouble because we should have swept them, no problem.
Well, my
They
whole
have
thing is now
they
we're
have
giving him a
Wemby,
chance to
and
tie.
then Castle's pretty good. The rest of them, athletic.
Yeah. I just don't like that we're giving them life. That's my whole thing. I wanted us to keep the foot on the neck, on the throat, not let them breathe for a second. Now this team's got a little bit of life, and now they have an opportunity to come to the Garden and tie the series, and that's not what I wanted to happen at all. But now this is a huge game. I said tonight was the biggest night of the series, but this next game coming up is going to be the biggest game of our series, and we
Yeah,
got to
but
come out and show out.
you hear me good on this? We we both called sweep, right? Both of us, and it was easy to call sweep. Look at what we did in the playoffs. We ran over teams that could beat this team. You can't sit here and tell me the Cavs can't beat this team. You can't sit here and tell me on a good night that most of these teams can. I don't know about Atlanta, but the Sixers would get in big trouble, and so would the Cavs. We steamrolled over them. Steamrolled. So you take Castle, who had a good game, but Castle scored 18 points, and then until that 3-pointer, didn't score again in the second half until that point. So
Yeah.
to me, that's nuts. Yo, I mean, it's almost sickening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people on their team went to the free throw line. 8.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at that real quick here. I want to see that.
We
Uh,
had 3 people go to the line.
oh, yeah, they had 10 more free throws than us, man.
Not only just 10 more, but 7 more people.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's,
That
yeah.
is criminal.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not an excuse dude at all. If somebody does something and they do it well and they, like I'm give it to Hart. Hart went 4 from 7 from 3. Got to give it to him. Brunson 3 for 5. Got to give it to him. Shamit 1 for 7. That's a problem. Clarkson 2 for 2. Got to give it to him. Anobi 3 from 7. You know what? But Anobi was driving and got 28 points and dunking, and his I have no problems with how he played. My problem is with the refs. Look at that. 3 people went to the line. And the 3 people that went to the line were, oh, forgive me, make that 4.
Yeah, it is 4. It's 4 with Mitchell
Yep,
Robinson.
Robinson had one trip to the line where he made 1 out of 2. But you had to go all the way to the bottom of the thing to find that out. So
That was some free throw too. The crowd went nuts when he hit that free throw, man.
that was it. It was, you know what though?
Let's not talk about Mitchell Robinson real quick. I kind of want to talk about Landry Shamet real quick, just because he went 1 for 8 from the field. Negative 20. Landry Shamet's supposed to be a big part of what we're doing, man, and he kind of had a stinker.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 for 7 from 3, man.
Well, 3 of them were heavily guarded, and
Yeah.
I've never seen. I'm gonna take. I have some time tomorrow. I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna look and see the last time that Shaman had 5 fouls. Okay, there's
Yeah.
no way this man had like PTSD. He couldn't get a clear shot off. He was being pushed around. Like, I can't believe that, like, every single thing that they did. And Shaman killed me. I mean, if Shaman hit one more 3, I would have won $750.
I mean, we've been relying a lot on Shamet and Mikal these past 2 games to make shots for us.
Right.
And we
So if they
only
have
lost
a
this
stinker,
game by 4 points. So this is actually making me feel a lot better about this game because those 2 guys have decent games. We win this game. Both of them had stinkers tonight. Mikal and Shamet, stinkers.
yeah, but they're not. See, I don't know how long I could be on tonight. They were stinkers, but they were also being effed with by the refs.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It's like,
Well, I'm not coming at them like saying that they're.
If they had stinkers, yes, 1 for 7 sucks. That is not a great line. It's terrible, especially when you're better than that, right?
Yeah.
1 for 7. If Mitch went 1 for 7, we'd be amazed. But he had 1 for 7. If he had 3 for 7, we would have won the game, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
and that's what he usually does.
right.
But
it's hard. Like, these are humans, right? So let's say
his shots doing this, swirling in and out.
right, and a couple of them were like in there and out.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say, equated to this, you have 3 great shows in a row, right? And the next show you get on, I don't know, you're emotional, something's happening in your family, you do something like that, you have somebody else on, they're talking over you the whole time, they're rude to you, they're they're telling you suck, whatever it might be. It's gonna be a shitty show, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so the point is, like, I think they were taken out of it. I can't believe. I don't even want to count the Mitch free throws because it was like a hack of Mitch. The thing is, like, how does Bridges not have any free throws at home? How does Josh, who was going to the rim on a regular basis, not have free throws? They were getting cremated, and we still only lost by a handful.
Yeah.
We're
like I
way
said, I
better
think
than this
I
team.
think we beat ourselves tonight, to be honest, because we've relied on certain guys to show up for us tonight, and they just didn't have good games. And then
Yeah.
with the refs on top of it, you know,
Yeah.
it this game makes me feel a lot better though about this team because there's really only one way the Spurs team can beat us, and it's the way that this happened tonight. This is the only way this team beats us, Ron. I'm
I
sorry.
agree. Yeah,
Like,
whatever you want to say. Listen, you know, I can't get my mind off the refs. I really can't. I can't undo it. I can't unsee it. And then, like just now, when I looked over here, it was another text. Damn it, that was, if not the most cheating game I've ever seen. It could be. Maybe Jordan had a few more. Possibly Kobe too. Definitely LeBron. So that's what they're doing for Wemby, is they're putting him in a LeBron category where you're allowed to call fouls on every second because you don't want them to be swept out of a series that this team could clearly sweep you. Take away the refs. Take away the refs, right? We both know. Shaman hits one more three. Bridges hits a three. Game is over, right? That's 6 points. That's game. But let's add in the flagrant. Let's look at the points right now. Let's say it's 109 right now. Add in the flagrant foul. Now it's 110 Add in the other flagrant. Add in the all the listen. We literally have 4 people that have over 4 fouls and 2 people with 5 fouls. So
it's a lot of fouls.
it's a lot of fouls. Do you think they really fouled that much tonight? No way. And we lost by 4. So those foul shots that those people got due to the phantom calling, I mean, look, one thing we have to do as I'll say on our side, because I can't let go of this thing, is it's clear as day. It's like looking at this phone right here, just looking at it, or looking at you. It's clear as day that the refs interfered, that the refs had an agenda, that the refs. I mean, even the commentators, they have been very even keeled in calling the games. I mean, thank God Dream is there often, but like they've been very, very honest. I think they've done the best job out of any crew I've seen. And they're saying, it's not fair. This is not fair. We were better at the free throw line, 18 for 22, but they were 25 for 32.
Yeah, 7 more made.
7 points right there. There's your 7 right there, and then a 3, I guess, or I don't know. It's bananas.
Well, another thing to look at too is the turnovers and the points off of turnovers. That's another thing. I saw Brunson turn the ball over a couple times and during big moments where we didn't need to have a turnover, and he just gave it right to him. Just stumbled and gave the ball away. That was towards the end when we were trying to make a run back. I saw him trip up, and yeah, that was a big turnover. 21 points off of turnovers. That's 14 more points off of turnovers, plus the 7 from the free throws. That's 21. You lose basketball games. It's first to 21 in the 21 game. So I mean, I really just think, this game, man, we got to flush it. We got to move on to the next one. We got to understand, like, there's a formula, there's an equation to how we can beat this team, and there's also a formula and equation to how we're going to lose. And the formula and equation to how we're going to lose is high turnovers, low assists, and our guys are coming up for us like Mikal Bridges and Shamit not having high efficient games. Because Mikal Bridges coming into this game, his efficiency has been off the charts. It's been up in the 70 percentile range, 70%, 70, 80% from the field. This guy's
Yeah,
making. So
yeah.
listen, man, I really do think we can flush this one because, like I said, like this team, this Spurs team isn't beating us like in any other ways. So, I really think this is how they beat us. They get Wemby the ball early, they drive to the basket, and they get easy twos. They were up, I think, 7-0 off the rip of this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's what I was gonna say. Look, if I'm gonna say we lost due to the refs, 1,000%. 4 points, all the flagrants, the extra stuff. We definitely lost 100%.
Oh yeah, that's primary my reason. Yeah, definitely the
Yeah,
refs. Let's not
definitely
get past
refs.
that.
But
Yeah,
I
agree.
wanted to say a couple negative things about our team though. Even though the refs took this game from us and really it was so blatant that I hope that it is like if anybody's gonna do it, let Perkins do it. Now I'm not big on the talking heads. I don't watch the suits. I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch any of these dummies, that never played anything and they're up there. And well,
Yeah.
the ex players I don't mind, but
Man, I can't stand Shaq sometimes. I don't care if he's an ex-player. He's
yeah,
so biased, bro.
yeah. But Shaq said something to Towns one time that really changed my mind on him. He was like, "Yo, I'm rooting for you, bro.
Yeah, I
I
remember
grew,
that
I
because he
grew up
is.
right down the road from you. I just think you have a better game. You don't just have to shoot out there. You're strong." And I think that Shaq is also like me. Like I'm older than you, right? So I'll say to you, this might happen, but back in my time, we would have just punched him right in that mouth for that crap. Whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I know things have changed. Um, Having Draymond there, though, if anybody wasn't supposed to be in the building tonight, to get Trump, to get Madami, Draymond was somebody that should never have been allowed in that building. But what
I don't understand it. They put so many Knicks haters. I'm sorry. Keep going, Jay.
it's unbelievable. But I will say this: to to have a game where your first quarter is 33 them, 22 we've been seeming to have that type of game with them during this series, this run. Now in both games, they came off to a fast start. We had to answer. However, in the second quarter, we scored 42 points to their 24 points. Now, if it wasn't 11-point difference in the first quarter, and we do that, we win this game. Then they score 8 more in the third, and they were put to the line. I mean, when I say put to the line, what do you say there was? 10 more free throws from them?
Yeah, they had 10 more free throws. They made 7 more of them than us.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, there's your answer. And how they get the foul calls. Like,
Phantom calls, like you were
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Maybe one or two were fouls. Maybe. I mean, I can't. Can you remind me of one time that you remember somebody hit somebody and you were like, damn, he fouled him?
No, they're just like, I'm standing up. I'm looking at the screen. I'm going, I don't see a foul. What are they talking about? I don't see
Right.
anything. And
And
they're going up to shoot. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like,
mm,
no, I'm not agreeing. I'm not in any agreement with what was going on the screen at all.
not at all.
Especially when Towns got that call against Wemby when
Wemby went
it was supposed to be our ball when Wemby hit it out of bounds. And then they
our
said, oh,
ball,
approximate foul.
right? And then we asked for a review, and they gave him a flagrant.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I honestly I had to walk away when that happened. I was like, I had to like do a lap, man. I was so when that happened, I was yo. They got one, Jay. They got one. We knew they were gonna get one. The refs were gonna get one. We knew it was coming. I mean, we knew a sweep was coming, but hey, man, sometimes them refs, man, they'll get you. So
Listen, we have to and sorry about this. I don't know. Can you hear me still good?
no, you're good. You're
No,
good.
you're good. You're good.
We have to go out there and decimate them no matter what.
Yeah.
And put them away by 15. So even when Tony, not my brother or cousin, calls a foul, and his team of cheaters call fouls, and I hope that they're really looked into. I hope they're looked into, like, what was the guy's name?
Tony
Tim
Brothers,
McVeigh,
Scott
or
Foster.
who was the guy that was cheating? I think it was Tim McVeigh, but they could be shaving points too. They could have been betting on the game. Anything. It was so blatantly gross that I wouldn't put a thing past these refs tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was real tough to watch. Real tough.
I just, like we've
like
been talking about, we've been saying, man,
Yeah.
you know,
And we had the sweep. Both you and I. We called it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get it. Listen, you know what, though? Even though both you and me called the sweep, we could never, ever have added to that equation that the refs were going to help the other team win.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was saying, when we were winning these games, I was saying we had to beat them and we had to beat the rest. But tonight, our play wasn't good enough to do both.
No.
Our play can pick up, and we can beat the refs and we can beat the other team easily, and that's what happened the first two games. And I bet they were scrambling to figure out how they're going to beat us in this game 3, and they figured it out. But
Yep.
them figuring out is us playing bad. So we gotta step up our game. I need Shamit and Mikal Bridges to be hitting big time shots for us in the clutch. Like we need them to step up when their number's called and they're up behind that line and they're in the corner and they're wide open. They got to make that shot, man.
Yeah, 100%. And
So.
just know that, like, if you're not gonna, you know what? I don't need as many threes.
Nah, I like killing the game too.
Drive.
Yeah, drive. Yeah, I agree.
Drive. Listen, Shamit, you on for 7. If you drove 4 or 5 times, you would have had 5 points.
Yo, I'm so glad you brought that up, Jay, because not only were we settling for threes and not driving to the basket, we were also getting off the ball when we had open looks. So there was like a combination of things in our offense that weren't working well.
Yep. Yeah, man. Tough to watch. And look, I called sweep. You know why I called sweep, and then I believe you called sweep? Because we're the far better team.
Oh,
We've been together longer. We have a bigger core, a stronger core, a better rebounding core. We're older. We have champions on our teams from high school, McDonald's Classics, from college. We have people on our teams that went to Eastern and Western Conference Finals multiple times. We have we are a way better team than they. And, I really think that the powers to be, 2 things. They hate Dolan. And fantasy sports and Vegas, have put a major dent in how good you or how not good you could be in the game. Now, it's horrible. It really is. I won't sleep tonight.
Listen, Jay.
I think
I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to bounce back. I think we know we know what's going on, how we're losing these games. We understand their equation to beat us. We're going to stand, we're going to step up to the occasion and make the adjustment in this next game. Trust me. And I think Brunson's going to have a bounce back game. But like I'm saying, we got to work our offense. It's time for our offense to, like I said, we've been really good off ball. Like when Brunson gets off the ball quick and he knows in the back of his mind, I'm going to get it back, instead of him operating into a certain amount of the shot clock with only 7 seconds left and then getting off of it. Like, we run really good off ball screens at times, and we know how to swing the ball. We know how to get good ball movement, but we didn't really execute it that well tonight. I want to see our offense make the adjustment, because we did it against the Hawks. We went down those 2 games. We were down 1-2, and we said, okay, let's get Cat more involved in the facilitation aspect. And he was getting 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and 20 points. Tonight I don't think he had that. Tonight he was, 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Cat, I need you to get 10 assists for me, big guy. 20 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds.
I'll take 8 assists. I'll take 7 assists.
Yeah.
Because you're going to give me 18 points and 14 rebounds. I'll take 6, 7, 8 assists, not 1 or 2.
Yeah, because when he gets them assists, that means someone else is putting up numbers, and it's usually like a Shamit or a McHale or an OG.
Or JB, who's really a combo guard.
There was a bunch of times where they were doing GHOs and they weren't running pick and roll. It happened multiple times, and I'm like, why are we just doing DHOs? Why don't we run a pick and roll?
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be Brunson start initiating the pick and roll. Cat, you can initiate a pick and roll. Brunson set the screen and roll. It's that simple. Instead of DHOing every time. I didn't understand that. I think our offense is going to pick up, Jay. There's no reason not to be able to sleep tonight. I have all the faith and confidence in the world that this team is going to make the adjustment and beat them in this next game, because we know how they can beat us now. It's when Shamit, Mikal, and it's when those 2 guys don't step up and we don't move the basketball and we don't get high assists. Listen, Brunson, you can start off the possession easily by getting off of it. Get off the ball, Brunson. You're going to get it back, dude. We'll get it right back to you, and you're going to be in a much better position to score. They're not going to be all over you. Get off the ball. Let's run our plays. Let's run our cross screens, and let's do this offense like we know how to do, man. We're the best offense in the league. Let's show them.
Right.
Listen, Jay.
Again, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to disagree one more time. He was on the ball when he needed to be on the ball. He scored when we needed him to score. He didn't play the entire third quarter because they outed him. And I don't know about you, but I don't think Cat was assertive enough to back down and make the right. Why didn't he throw the alley-oop? Why didn't he toss the ones inside? Because Brunson wasn't always coming back to get the ball. Hart would come back to get the ball. There was Coley coming back. Not Coley, pardon me. Alvarado would come back to get the ball. There was Bridges coming back to get the ball. OG was trying to get open. There was a sequence at the end where 3 people were all standing in the corner. And then add to that there was refs that were doing everything they could to give the other team points and us fouls.
Well, let me just clarify real quick, Jay, just to say this one last thing. My whole point on that basically was just, it's more about the shot clock. I'm tired of seeing us not have any time left because we wanted to sit there and dribble the whole time. Like, we're getting off the ball and there's like 4 seconds left on the clock. The defense on the Spurs, they're doing a good job, and they're even hitting the ball away and getting the ball out of bounds. So when we have to inbound the ball again, we only have like 4 or 5 seconds to do it. So I think we need to make more quick, better decisions. We need to get them quick baskets. I like to see when we get quick baskets, man. It really helps us. Instead of
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Definitely. And we don't need to take threes all the time either.
Agreed.
But we watch out. That referee team was egregious. They need to go to jail. That bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So I'm not gonna lose sleep because I think we're gonna lose a series. Listen, Knicks in whenever amount of games, we're still gonna win it, right? I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna call how many games, all this, and I don't care about that because now I know the refs are involved. Now that I know that, I'm not gonna make any predictions at all. But I will say that the ball needs to move more fluent, and everybody needs to be involved in it. And I'm not talking about our second team. I'm talking about everybody in the first team too.
But yeah, man, like if I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna take off my Knicks hat, take off my Knicks jersey, and just be like an objective third party unbiased fan.
Yeah.
I would tell you, like, listen, man, it's your guys' offense. It's literally the offense. You guys have been playing good basketball all year long. You've made the adjustments. You know how to move the ball in properly to make the defense moves. I haven't really been seeing you guys do it lately. You got to revert back to how your offense was running before when you were on that streak. And that's what I would say as an unbiased fan. I would say revert back to how you were doing your offense before. Enough of this non-movement of the ball. Like let's get those quick hockey assists. Let's move that basketball around. Let's get some open cutters. Let's set the off-ball screens. Like let's try to get advantages on the offensive side. I don't see us trying to get advantages right now. The Spurs are doing it with Wemby by dump passing over top.
But that's easier to do with Wemby, who's 112 feet tall. Listen, I agree with you. I agree with you, and I've been saying hockey is this whole season. That's how we're doing. That's how we're doing it. One pass, two pass, shot. One pass, two pass, slash, layup. That's how you're supposed to be doing it. I don't know why we moved off of it, but
yeah,
if they could get back onto that, because they're going to need to do something to beat these 8 people.
well, think about this, how simple it is to have, Brunson at the top, Mitchell Robinson sets a screen and dives, and then alley-oop. How many times did we run that play? Once tonight? I think we ran that play once.
Yeah.
And that's one of our most effective plays. And that's something when we're in a groove that we run and we operate over and over. We can run that play 2 or 3 times a game and it be successful and it take the total wind out of and sails out of the other team. That's how we've been gaining momentum in some of these games because believe it or not, basketball is a momentum game. It's a game of runs. You do plays to set up your team to get in momentum. You want to get plays in transition. You want to get steals. You want to play good defense. But when you're on an offensive set and the defense can't stop you and they feel like they have no answer, that's when you start putting in your alley-oop plays and your lobs to Mitchell Robinson. That ices the cake.
Yeah, definitely agree with you on that. And I think that we're trying to do things to prove points. Like, look, Wemby, we could keep doing enough to do what you were doing before. And that's it.
Yeah, man.
Enough of that bullshit. Just go out there and do what you were doing before and run into Cat, run into Mikhail, run into whoever, and let's move it around. Run over the ref.
Yeah.
Step on his face. Say you're sorry.
Another thing, too, though, I will say that I kind of noticed.
Oh, God. Yeah.
There's a couple times where I feel like even though G did it, like we're not going out of our way to draw contact to sell calls. Like that's not something we really
do. Sorry about that. I missed it.
Basically, yeah, like there was a time tonight where I saw OG in the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like shot faking and making the defender draw to him and then colliding and then getting the 3 points to the free throw, he just kind of like avoided the contact and then passed like and deferred. And he had a perfect opportunity to do that Jalen Brunson type, draw the foul and then shoot and then get to the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you the number one reason we lost tonight was the refs. The second reason we lost tonight was the ball movement, and the third reason we lost tonight was the because the rest. When I say the rest, that's the lack of going to the line. That's the lack of getting the foul calls and our thing. Those are egregious, lying flagrants that didn't really happen. It's not a flagrant to land on someone's leg. That's not a flagrant. It's not. So it's a lack of that. And then if we know that now, I'm glad we know that now. We saw some of it in game 2, and we saw a heavy load of it in game 3. Now it's time to adjust. And that's something that I think that Brown has learned how to do really, really well. And he's going to do it. He's going to adjust. And he's going to get back to it. And I think we're going to look much better next game. Much, much better.
Yes. I mean, I'm not really sweating tonight's loss really at all, just because I understand that, like, this team didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. So we got to tighten some things up, run our game plan. I think we'll be all right, I mean, a lot of these people that are Spurs fans, they think that them winning tonight is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they're going to be so happy about it. And they're going to say, "Oh, look, we told you we were going to beat you. We're going to get a game." And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you guys didn't really beat us. We beat ourselves. But you'll see the next game, because when we come out in MSG and we're running our game plan that we know how to run, just like you guys ran a game plan tonight. You guys wanted to force feed Wemby early, and you did it, and you were successful. This next game, we're going to do some force feeding ourselves, and you'll see who our culprits are. You'll see who's going to be killing you. You'll see.
Yep.
But, yo, Jay, give them some last words before we end this off in the hour here, man, Let them know where they can find you and all that stuff.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
What's your final takes, man?
Well, look, my final take is this, man. When the refs take you out of the game, man, you're only human. We're all humans, man. We all suffer from something, and we could get emotional over it. We could definitely start making the wrong plays. I've seen it tonight in Shamit. I've seen it tonight in I'm gonna be honest, probably everybody but Clarkson. I think everybody but Clarkson today acted, and I hope, I believe everybody but Clarkson, was affected by the game was being called. I got legitimately 30 calls and texts regarding the refs. Now, at that point, no matter what, you have to be professional and smart. And I really, really believe that we have not only the best team in basketball, but the smartest team in basketball. So now that we've seen it and we see what they could do, it's time to adjust to it. You gotta make your free throws when you have the opportunity to make your free throws. And I want to see those hockey assists. I want to see those 2-pointers instead of 1 for 7 at the 3. I want to see more like 1 for 3 at the 3, but 3 for 4 at the 2-pointers, and then you'll change the game. I have no worries about the Spurs at all. You could catch me on Blanche Tears with Uncle Freezy. You could catch me chilling out with Divine and Shaw and KRT, and of course, soon my show Chopping It Up with Chozen is coming out in this next month. I've been working very hard at it. It's going to be a totally different show. I'm going to invite a lot of people who've invited me, which includes Joe from AC, which is my man right now. And I am I'm looking forward to the next time we get together and we talk, and it's about a victory, Joe. And
yeah, man. Yeah, listen, man. I don't want you to feel any type of way of discouragement, man. This is the type of team, like, we've been doing this all year. It's just the growing pains of being a champion. We're gonna have our games where we don't show up and we don't play our best, but it's about how we respond.
Yeah.
A lot of us came out here thinking we were going to get the sweep, but you know, sometimes in the basketball world, we always don't get what we want sometimes. So, you know, it's time for us to
Right.
step up and we got to execute. We've been doing it all season, right?
Yep.
So, you know, it's time to
Very
stay the course
interesting to hear what happens tomorrow.
and yeah, man. It's just about making the adjustments. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
but
100%.
But yeah, I just want to give a big salute and shout out to you, Jay, man. Thanks for coming on the panel, man. You're always showing up and always, you know, giving love, you know, to my channel and to all the people that are watching, man.
Definitely,
Everyone that's
man.
been liking my shorts that I've been putting out lately, you know, I've been getting a lot of views. You know, the last couple of shorts I put out, getting over thousands of views and comments of people that are liking my content. So, yo, guys, keep it up, man. You
Yeah,
know,
keep liking this stuff, man. This young man is up and coming, and he's on fire for the Knicks, man. And he's on fire for sports, and he loves the same team that you love. So that's
yeah,
what we're
man.
supposed to do, man. Lift each other up, man. We're a Knicks family, man. We're Knicks Nation, man.
Yeah, man. You
Definitely
know,
follow my man.
and with the
100%.
shorts, you know, I'm just trying to like keep it, you know, trying to have the inspiration, you know, like have the nice music with the cool little shorts. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
I had a couple of people talking a little smack in the comments saying, "Yo, you can't be playing the South music, watch it with a New York Knicks guy like from the North." And I'm like, "Listen, man, it doesn't matter. Music's music, man. It's all love at the end of the
Right.
day." So, you know, I'm gonna play what I want, what music I want with my shorts. You know, that's the
Right.
decision I'm gonna make. So listen, some of you guys might like it, some of you guys might not. You know, that's just the way it is. That's the way the YouTube streets go. So, hey,
That's it,
man.
bro. You hear him. Joe's getting ready for the summer. Nice music and shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
man. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. I like that play on words. That was a good one there,
All
Ron,
right,
Jay,
brother.
man.
Well,
But
it's been an awesome time hanging out with you, and
yeah, man, we'll have the next couple episodes coming out, so you guys stay tuned. You know, this is the most optimistic Knicks fan. You know, we're gonna salute out here, man. You know, stay tuned. We got more episodes coming for you. We're gonna have Jay back on, and hey, man, let's go Knicks. Let's bounce
let's go
back.
Knicks. You see the title of today's thing. You know what it was. All right.
Hey, go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.